Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
The Legend of Zelda.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just start the timer now. Let's just fucking,
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
Kingdom.
Tears of the King.
Why don't you tear on my kingdom? I don't know where I was going with that. Hi, everybody. This is Stupid Dubs, and we're playing the Kingdom.
We're doing the new Zelda.
Yeah, the new. We're really doing her. All right. Okay, yeah, look at her. Shit, yeah. I bet it keeps getting thicker. I hope that picked up when I slammed my desk.
I can hear it in my headphones.
We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are deeper than I thought. I don't know why I was talking. There's voice acting.
Yeah, there is voice acting. Which is going to make some parts of this game a little awkward, but it's fine. Hey, guess what? Yeah!
Yeah. Can you...
See ya, bitch!
When I was going through, I noticed... first off, shout out, I don't know if anybody noticed there, my immediate... already a side note on that. You've been playing this game. I don't know how far you've gotten. I've been playing this game far less. I've gotten the Rito, village main quest line done, and that is it. That is all I've done.
I literally just beat that dungeon.
Is that the first one you beat, or?
That's the first one I beat.
Okay, I'm guessing
you've been going
around
to shrines.
Yeah, you've been going around, yeah.
And getting towers.
What was the thing I was going to say? I can't remember. Oh, the thing I love that they... Yeah, you can see it here. The thing I love that they immediately fixed, you have the ability to have a full stamina bar upgraded and all of your hearts. Because you... you a fucking freak bitch in Breath of the Wild if you got full hearts and you didn't get full stamina bars. I'm just saying, you and it,
Oh, yeah.
Because that...
I've been purposely alternating my upgrades so that I get the full stamina bar before I get my full hearts.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, in Breath of the Wild, they didn't have enough shrines to fill both of them up completely. So you had to pick or choose one. And not having a full 2 extra bars of stamina looked way worse than not having all of your hearts.
Yeah, because then it would just there.
It would just be like that forever.
Halfway.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this opening scene.
Oh, I've got to do the tutorial swing sword. Oh. Did it.
So, oh man, I was at, here's my thing with this game. When I play it, I didn't play it like I did with Breath of the Wild. Because in Breath of the Wild, I did like you're supposed to. You go explore, you get a bunch of shrines, get the Master Sword, blah, blah, blah. Just take your time and have fun with it. But I gotta be honest. Yeah, let me make a statement and say this game is fantastic. Every mechanic, everything they add in it, it's terrific. For me, this is me personally, since a lot of the stuff in here is just kind of Breath of the Wild plus, right? I'm just you know what, I kind of, maybe I'll go and experience a lot of that again, but mainly I just want to get the story. I want to get the lore, because I am a lore whore for Zelda stuff, right?
So far, I mean, look, Breath of the Wild was fantastic. It was great, but the lore in this game so far is so much better.
Oh my god, so much. Yeah, because no, because I told it to a friend. They Doom 2016 this, right? Where Doom 2016 was just it's Doom. Here's the game. You're you're a fucking demon killing badass, right? And you just go into it. And then Doom Eternal was okay, here's what's going on. We gave you the game, you got the full sell. They did the exact same thing, on principle with side note, everybody already knew from like when everybody started deep diving into Breath of the Wild, Zone Eyes were definitely gonna make a fucking appearance in this game, and like that lore was gonna be explored. But anyway, so they did the same thing. Breath of the Wild, it was just like, go explore, have fun. The main thing of that game, they even said, like, was go out there, experience the world, explore, like, have a Zelda game the way it was truly meant to be experienced.
Make a mad naked dash straight to Ganon.
Yeah, exactly. And then, man, like, in this whole conversation we're leading up to this point, I am so glad they finally started diving into the imprisoning war. This is the part of the lore I wanted to have explained so much, and they're finally fucking doing it. It's I have just a lore boner. It's great.
I really like I don't know how much I want to get into it, because I mean, let's be honest, anybody who's already played this game and probably beat it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Statues we saw earlier.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. What were you counting?
I was counting the tears around oh
yeah,
that guy who I won't spoil who that is.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to go ahead and finish your thought, and I'll explain what I was counting.
I just like, I'll just say it because it's basically introduced like shortly after this entire first section. They introduced the Temple of Time.
Oh,
which,
yeah, like,
oh my god,
yeah,
I got goosebumps. I was like,
right. That's what, and I have a friend at work. He's been like playing this game obsessively on his days off, right? And he said that because he's already gotten through like most of the dungeons and the memories, and
okay, yeah,
he said that when you get through all that, the way everything ties together, there's such a crazy like aha moment, and I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I need to, I don't know if I'm just stupid, but I'm trying to figure out like God, again, I don't know how much I want to talk about it and just let it happen naturally. But
well,
the glyphs, I'm trying to figure out, like, I can't remember how to like examine them.
The glyphs?
You must not have done that side quest. You said you were going into like,
you mean like the geoglyphs, like the memories, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, I was a fucking idiot, and it took me a while, but like you got to go and find the little puddle.
That's what I was. See, I'm just fucking searching all over for those stupid little puddles, and I can't fucking find them.
Yeah, they're like near the eyeball regions usually of like the glyph, because the glyph always like shows some kind of like thing, and you find the puddle, and like you go in it and it glows a little bit, and then it'll give you the button to be like, here it is, right?
Yeah.
Granted, I've only found one memory, like the first one that they like put you into, and
yeah,
I
like,
bet
they hand feed you.
See how those murals are blocked by stones, that those are the same stone models that you can blow up? I bet you can come back down here in the game and blow that shit up.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, from the very first tower, you can fly directly to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. No, they built it nice. Like they treated this game with the oh, that hurt. Oh fuck.
Oh god.
I like got trapped in my chest. There was like a bubble. Oh,
that's worse.
Anyway, no, they built it awesome with like the Breath of the Wild format, obviously, where like you can just fucking do whatever the hell you want. This shit.
This scene was so fucking cool.
This scene. Whenever I came up to this pillar before the cutscene started, I almost got like the same feeling I did with Breath of the Wild when that opening cinematic thing, and you see like the whole world, you know?
Yeah,
and you're like, oh my god. Not as much, but like I still got, yes! This, you know what? We're just gonna let the magic happen. I love this so much.
Yep.
Look at that hand.
Look at that arm.
Of course, it would conveniently fall off. And like those little things, like everything, like I'm already like starting to see like how it falls into place, especially coming back and like seeing the scene.
Yeah. Boom, motherfucker.
There he is. There's the boy. There's Daddy Ganon.
Daddy Ganon, voiced by the Matthew Mercer.
Yeah. This part was fucking crazy.
It burnt my arm.
Like, how the hell did imprisoned Ganon get so powerful that he can destroy the Master Sword?
I mean, I think the thing is he's always been that powerful. He just got, like, put into stasis, basically.
Yeah, but like, I don't. Okay, so if I'll explain after this.
Yeah.
Does he? I didn't even notice.
How do you?
Ganon has one of those stones on his forehead too.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Ah,
Well, wasn't that?
What?
Let's look back onto like Ocarina of Time era.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't Ganon technically like he was directly like involved with the sages, wasn't he? In some way?
Yes and no, because he wasn't like in every other timeline. He wasn't like he wasn't part of the sages. He was just like in Ocarina of Time. His relationship to the sages was that he was able to penetrate and like get into the sacred realm where the Triforce was kept and the sages slept. That's it. Like, and the sages were.
Yeah.
That's it. Otherwise, like, he didn't have like a real connection with him.
Yeah.
But it's funny you bring that up because that's almost exactly what I was gonna get into with this. Was if this is the Ganon that is that's so cool the way that happened. That's Raru's fucking arm. God. Spoiler. You'll see it though here in a second. But no, just what's amazing about it, like, okay, so if this is truly the Ganon from the Imprisoning War, then it's the same Ganon from Ocarina of Time, which involves, like, all the time split shit, and everybody gets so confused with that. Honestly, though, my humble opinion, or I guess radical opinion, depending on who you fucking ask, what idiot you ask, the timeline is not that hard to get. I understand that, like, the Fallen timeline is a point of conjunction that people disagree with a lot, with fair arguments that I think they're fair, the way that people are, like, displeased with that a little bit. However, still not that hard to get, because this Ganon, where it would have been, is that this one would have been the Ganon that was in the Fallen timeline that was created from Zelda and Link screwing up the timeways so much that they created a timeline where Link died. So this is that Ganon, because that's why the Imprisoning War happened. Because there was no Link there. There was no, like the curse of the goddess and the hero and all that. This timeline was the one where there was no hero. So it was only the goddess, the demon, and the sages. And they, without the hero and the Master Sword, had to fight in the Imprisoning War to imprison Ganon. And Ganon, the way he was there, was part of, like, the end result of the Imprisoning War.
Yeah.
I've heard a great deal from Zelda.
So that's why it's so interesting the way this is all playing out, like, so far that I've seen while playing it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't wait.
I'm kind of excited to do this the way that we're planning on, which is basically focus on the main quest and like more lore based.
Yeah.
My personal playthrough, as we were discussing before we started, is basically just like get all the shrines.
Right.
Become big boy Link.
Yeah, and I mean, with Breath of the Wild, if you wanted like the Master Sword and you wanted to play the game like as intended, you kind of had to do that. Like Breath of the Wild was like that. They kind of follow the same format with Tears of the Kingdom. You have to go to the shrines, get the things to do, upgrade yourself with stamina hearts, blah 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 blah, and then like just do what you need to do. But no, like that's what I was saying with the Master Sword. So like what I was counting were those stones. The one that Zelda picked up, the one that I noticed is in Ganon's head. So, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there, and like, cause I know, excuse me, you've played up to where I have.
Yeah.
And we're obviously playing this, focusing mostly on the main quest and the lore. And like this is how Jared and me described it. Like, we're gonna do that. That's our main objective. But like, if we see shrines and we're like just feeling froggy, like fuck it, we'll do them. And I don't know, probably
if there's a shrine on the way to where we're going, I'm gonna stop at it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and also probably do like some of the important stuff, like maybe get the Master Sword, maybe like find the Hylian Shield wherever that is now in this game. Like little things like that. But like the main focus is getting the objective, the main quest objectives done. Yeah, so on that, what I would so the reason I brought that up and why we're doing that is because I'm already gonna start like talking about it and kind of spoiling it a little bit. So here's where that comes into play and like what I was doing. I was counting those stones because actually you said you beat the Rito dungeon. So you saw the cutscene when Tulin like awakened, right?
Yes.
So you saw so you like saw the flashback with the sages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you saw that. So what happened, because you got that stone, and so I was counting the stones, because if you remember, in Ocarina of Time, and like every game, like even A Link to the Past, especially where like that's in the Fallen Timeline and whatnot, blah, 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 anytime there's like sages or anything like that, like people that seal the darkness, whatever, fight against Ganon, there's always 7 of them. And this scene, let's this.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh man,
it's so good.
Is that the light dragon? I wonder. I didn't try to go out and see.
I didn't go after any of the dragons yet.
Yeah.
Either, so I'm not 100% sure.
It was cool how they were just straight up like, oh yeah, there's a fucking dragon in this game. Go have fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I saying? So with those stones, like there's 7 stages. So like in A Link to the Past, for example, there are 6 sages.
I got chills again.
It's so good. There are 6 sages, and then Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
There are Rauru, Saria, the Zora bitch, Gerudo girl. The dive mechanic is so cool when you're in the air.
It is great.
The Gerudo chick, the Goron, Zelda. And who's the 7th one? I know there's 7. I just can't remember who it is. There's a Minuet of the Forest. So that's Saria. What's the second one? The Goron. Then Sheik. The Impa. That's her name.
Impa.
Yeah. So there's 7, right? So when you look at the 7 stones around the Zonai guy there, that would indicate 7 sages. Zelda's obviously one of them. There's no way that she wasn't going to be. But this is why I was talking about, like, I had that revelation where Ganon was powerful enough to destroy the sword because he has one of the stones in his fucking head. How the hell did he get that? And why did it make him so powerful? And obviously why it made him so powerful. And it made him so powerful that he was able to destroy the sword, which is also, that's what, I'm so happy. That's why it's also super exciting in this game, because how are they gonna renew the Master Sword to make it more powerful than Ganon? That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
So
that's actually also why I was like thinking about it, because going back to how you were saying, like, how is the imprisoned Ganon still so powerful to be able to destroy the Master Sword?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't see a Master Sword in that flashback.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh god, this guy. I think the thing is, the Master Sword didn't exist back then. So, Rauru had to sacrifice himself in order to imprison him. Therefore, Ganon has always been that powerful.
Yeah. So, what I think about that is, because if this is truly the way it is with the imprisoning war, and Link was defeated, the Master Sword may have existed, but according to lore, Link is the only one that can wield it, right?
Yes.
Therefore, the Master Sword may have been useless. But also, Breath of the Wild is said to have taken so far ahead of the timelines that the timelines have somehow converged. Tears of the Kingdom is after Breath of the Wild, meaning that somehow the timelines could have been screwed up, done whatever. Oh, look at it. Fucking, look at that temple. I like how this dude has cauliflower ears, too.
Yeah.
Fucking just buns made out of plants.
He's got fun buns.
So, you are unclothed. Did you see that? He was like, you are unclothed. Like, yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm naked.
Yeah,
deal with it.
I'm a naked boy. You don't like it? Go to another Holocaust memorial. Anyway, have I never shown you that picture?
No.
I found a meme of super buff naked Thanos, and it was like, yeah, I jerk off fully naked. You don't like it? Go find another Holocaust memorial.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah, it is. That's why I like it. Anyway, so with yeah. So like this, the way the timelines and everything, like, who knows how the hell that happened, right? And like, who knows why or how Ganon was able to kill Link, and like, maybe that's the secret to it, right? Maybe since Ganon got that stone and was able to be like, I am basically as powerful as a sage, plus I have the Triforce of Power, plus this and that, blah da 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 blah 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 blah. I killed Link and the Master Sword, like, who gives a fuck? Cause like in the Breath of the Wild, the Master Sword was like not even powerful, like at its full point, right?
Yeah.
To the point where that's how they kind of incorporated it into you getting it, where it ran out of energy. And in between, before you got it, and like between the 100 years before when Link got, which reminds me, I need to fucking still play Hyrule Warriors 2, the Age of Calamity. I never got that. I got it when it came out, never played it. But anyway, oh nice. I didn't even do this whenever I played. Nah, yeah, fuck him up. Fuck him up, Kenneth. What the hell was I saying? So yeah, like, it was never even fully powered, and they had to rest in the forest with the Deku tree to be able to like recharge and like get back to where it needed to be. But even then, it like obviously wasn't fully powered up. So that's going to be interesting how they explain how they power the sword back up to being what it needs to be. And then other stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, and like even in the DLC, they were like, you go do these trials and it'll grow stronger, blah blah blah. But like that might have just been a DLC thing. That might not have been super canonical, because like he awoke as a hero or whatever, right? But obviously in this one, we showed that like, yeah, your Master Sword's a bitch sword. Like, get fucked, for nerd. Nah, I'm so super excited about it all. Like, cause, man, that's something too I jammed with my friend at work. like, in every timeline, the first Ganon every Ganon you encountered is the same Ganon. Well, not every
Sorry
Ganon.
to interrupt. I like this. I roasted that. But it's yours if you want.
Oh, yeah, I do like...
Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna take them.
I do like how they get
Thanks,
sassy like the King of Hyrule did in Breath of the Wild. He was like, you just take everything you want? You look cold. Yeah, no shit, I'm naked.
Oh, God.
But when, so like, either the immediate or semi-immediate Ganon was the same Ganon from Ocarina of Time. So the way it happened in the adult, like, Link got sent back timeline where Link disappeared, Ganon, they never explained it, but Ganon somehow escaped the Sacred Realm. Because he won in Ocarina of Time, and you fought him in Wind Waker, but you killed him. So any iteration of Ganon after that is like, you know, that shit, right? He's like gone into his cycle of being reborn.
Yeah.
Every 100 years. Same thing. Same thing with Twilight Princess, where in Ocarina of Time, when you go back as the child timeline, where Link won, but he's a child now, he goes into Majora's Mask, and during that time, the sages sentence Ganon to death, but the act of divine irony, as they called it, where he got the Triforce of Power and was able to escape, and they sent him into the Twilight Realm. You fought him in Twilight Princess, obviously. So that was the same Ganon from there, and you kicked the shit out of him. And I actually really liked that boss fight with Ganon. That was one of the ones that's one of the things with because like Breath of the Wild, I think we jammed on this a little bit. Breath of the Wild had the same like curse that the majority, not all of them, but the majority of Zelda games have, where don't do that. That's a bad.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, help. It's fire.
Help.
But they have this curse that the majority, not all, but majority of Zelda games have, where the last fight is just a little underwhelming. Breath of the Wild kind of felt like the first part of Breath of the Wild's fight was like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but that big like beast thing, like it was kind of lame. Not gonna lie,
it was very underwhelming.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed with it.
Yeah, same. But Twilight Princess one was almost as good as Wind Waker. Wind Waker was probably my favorite Ganon fight. That was a really good Ganon fight.
Ganon fight. It was kind of, I mean, if we're gonna be completely honest, it was kind of a rehash of Ocarina of Time, but
in a
still good.
way, but not fully, because like you were
not completely.
Yeah, because the boss fight in Wind Waker was way more interactive than the one in Ocarina of Time. Even though, you know what, Ocarina of Time, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not a great boss fight. It set it like did the repeat of the Aghanim fight where you had to throw the energy back, and that design of Beast Ganon is my favorite design of Beast Ganon fucking ever, right? So good. Like I love that design. But yeah, so like you fought all of them. We'll just let this play out a little bit.
There he is. There's the man.
I'm sorry. I did not intend to startle you.
The first king of Hyrule.
That arm originally belonged to me.
I like his ears.
I like his goat face.
Source of the right arm.
Forgive me for appearing to you in this manner. Unfortunately, I no longer
yeah, because I'm a
physical
ghost,
form.
baby.
I'm your ghost daddy.
In any case, that arm should allow
Look
you
at
to
that
open
fucking
this door.
hair.
Yeah,
Holy
right.
Do so.
Here's something I thought about. This is the Rauru from the Imprisoning War. He was a sage.
But
Yeah.
you need to
Is it
enter
the
a
same
place
Rauru from
filled with
Ocarina of
secret
Time?
Of course.
I mean, obviously the design is different, but like that's interesting to see how that'll like put into play.
Yeah, maybe. because this game does seem to have a little bit more harkening back to the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
The shrines. Yes, I'm sure they are the key.
Yeah, the shrines from the last game. I'm sure they're the key. Go, finish the tutorial. I am a goat man.
I was a little upset because like my getting into this, like when I first started playing, I was like in adventure mode. I was like, I gotta go find everything. I gotta look at everything. I gotta go explore. And I went the whole way over to that shrine and nothing was happening. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I came over here and that happened. And then it activated. And I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I'm gonna finish whatever thought I had and then we'll end this episode.
Oh yeah, it's near.
Just like, so like those the Ganon's fights and everything, and like Ganon is the iteration of the first, like, he's like still the first generation of Ocarina of Time with everything that went down. So like this one is also going to be that way, but like in the future, which is also super interesting because the imprisoning war happened as a direct result of Ocarina of Time having a defeated timeline. They imprison him, but that led into A Link to the Past, where we, I guess, fought this same Ganon. That's, you know what? We'll talk about that next time on SuperCo-opBros.
Yes. Oh, hey, we have a Discord. Join it.
Join the Discord. Subscribe, like, comment, and praise Daddy Ganon. All right, bye, everybody.
Yes. Bye. I love you.